How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video we're going to be making some 7th inning program player predictions, and the only clue we really have to go off of so far is that they say right here the wait is almost over, and the developers have confirmed that we are going to get 399 overall hitters. So let's go ahead and talk about some options. I think we have a good chance to see Lou Gehrig implemented as a player program. This would be a left-handed hitting first baseman with potentially a secondary position. He never had one on his signature series card, but he also didn't really play that many games outside of first base. I'm pretty sure he had like 2,000 something games played at first and only about 15 or so at other positions over the course of his career. But this is his signature series card from MLB The Show 20. It was a Conquest Extreme reward, Showdown Extreme, and Moments Extreme, part of that program. But I would really like to see this card implemented more as a free card in inning program grind. I also think we're going to get Hank Aaron. And the reason why I think this works is because we could see, Lou Gehrig as a primary position of first base. Hank Aaron would be an outfielder with potentially first base and third base as a secondary position. I don't know if they would give it to him, but this 42 card had first base and this All-Star card has third base. So if they went with the signature series version, he might have, center field, left field, right field, first base, third base. That might be pretty interesting. I think that would be a great opportunity for the community to use, Mickey Mantle, Hank Aaron, and a variety of other big name legends that we might see included. We could also see Willie Mays, and these are the players that I'm going with. I think we could see Lou Gehrig, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays. I also have another option, as I talked about in a most recent video. But if the selection is in fact Willie Mays with these other players, this card might be the best one out of them all. I really think they've improved Willie Mays' swing in Diamond Dynasty this year. Last year and the year before, he did have kind of an interesting swing. It was a very unique type of swing. Not necessarily comparable to any other players because of his load, because of his one-handed quick swing, kind of similar to Alfonso Soriano, but not necessarily. I think he'll play a lot better if they go with Ken Griffey Jr., who I think will be the extreme reward for the extreme program coming out in the next few weeks, maybe a month or two, because we can expect to see the finest program dropped as well. There could be a collection reward for the finest players. That could be maybe a big name legend. There's a lot to speculate on. But we have this 96 overall Ken Griffey. All of these other players have pretty good overall cards. 95, 96 overall. We could also see Babe Ruth. That's one player I don't have in this video. Just kind of speculation. We could get a bunch of other players as well. I'm looking for some big name legends, though. I'm really looking for some of these cards that are going to bring more people to playing the game. Maybe bring more people back that have explored other games as well. This Ken Griffey Jr. was incredible last year. You were able to prestige him. Hopefully, the Ken Griffey Jr. that we get in MLB The Show 21 is a little bit more balanced against lefties. I think all of these players would be great choices, and we're late enough in the year where we might see, a couple big name legends drop around the same time or even in the same program. But for the remaining portion of the video, we're going to go ahead and hop into some event gameplay. I've been really struggling at the plate. I mean, as you can see, I was missing pitches right down the middle. We need to make a change in order to break out of this slump. And I thought about mixing up the PCI. I thought about taking away, the outer PCI and the middle of the PCI there and just going with the inner, just going with the diamonds. And I might do that. I might start by taking away the outer, depending on how I hit in this game. And I'm just not reading pitches out of the hand. I think it will help me track the baseball, track the ball pixel out of the pitcher's hand a little bit better. And I'm just trying different things because I have not been playing that great. I mean, I'm down a run. It feels like I'm down multiple runs. And the good swings I had in that last game resulted in outs. But in this next one, we did take away the outer PCI. We're going with just the inner and the middle with Diamonds and Starfighter. Diamonds on the inner, Starfighter on the middle. And I feel like I'm able to recognize, pitches in the strike zone or just off the strike zone a little bit better. However, when I'm playing on the harder difficulties like Hall of Fame or Legend, I do like having the outer PCI there. I might just change the transparency I don't really mess with my PCI too much. As you can see, I'm still using the same type of PCI settings that I started the year with. These were the most comfortable for me. But as I switched to just diamonds, I noticed I was able to watch the ball and track the ball a lot better. So I might do this a little bit more. I might try it on Hall of Fame as well. I know a lot of people use this type of PCI, and I know I'm not like the first one recommending it, but at the same time, this is the first time I've used only this Diamonds PCI throughout the entire year. Just making a few changes. This is not the greatest swing, but the PCI is more on the baseball consistently, and that's what I'm looking for. Just trying to hit the hittable pitches, the hanging pitches that are right down the middle. At the beginning of the video, I was missing a lot of them. I actually got no hit in one of these 3-inning games. I just didn't hit the ball at all. And I talked a little bit about some of those things in my previous video. You saw some glimpses of me going into a slump, and it's really just been game to game for me. Off and on, from opponent to opponent, depending on how they're pitching in these 3-inning games. That's really what I've been playing the most of lately, trying to get some wins in this event. I've had a lot of fun with it. I've been able to complete the AL East Team Affinity Division, and I need to continue to complete the NL East, and hopefully we're able to get one in this video as well. But we're able to kind of break out of the slump a little bit. Scored 4 runs in this game, and I'm not sure if it was entirely, the adjustments to the PCI. It could have just been that I put some better swings on the ball in this game. But I just felt a little bit more comfortable once I've made the change. It's kind of like a visual change. So that way, just mix it up. If something's not going well, you don't really want to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect something to change. You got to make an adjustment and try different stuff. I could have also hopped into custom practice, tried to just track pitches, and then maybe I would have been just fine. Didn't have to make a change. But with that being said, we're going to play a couple more games in this event. I've lost a few. Lost a handful, quit out of a couple just because I didn't want to go into extras, and I was just a little bit frustrated with the way I was playing. But overall, I've had a lot of fun with these event games. I've had a lot of fun with this game in general. Really like MLB The Show 21 this year. Finally hit a home run here with Mickey Mantle. It's been, several games. I've had about 25 at-bats with him, and that was his first home run. I think he'll play a lot better once you parallel him up to the 3rd tier and he has 90 vision. I think he'll play a lot better with that attribute. But he has maxed out contact and power pretty much as well. But a few better swings in that game. I never really liked playing at Rogers Center. It's tough for me to swing consistently with good timing. It just feels like the timing windows are slightly off at that stadium. But we are able to pick up Gary Sheffield. Let me know who you think the 7th inning bosses will be. I'm College Lefty, and peace out.